Welcome to Real Bass Lessons. Today we're going to work on some fretless bass. Yeah, everybody loves the fretless bass. It seems to be a challenge, of course, learning how to practice it and play it in tune. And I can't give you an overnight fix, but I sure can give you some little exercises, some things to work on that will help you develop your hand posture and position, because that's what learning to play in tune is all about. It's not having a good ear. Most people can hear it when it's out of tune. And if you play it out of tune, you go, I can hear that, and you correct it. Well, guess what? It was out of tune. No, by developing good posture, good shifting habits, we can then play in tune by muscle memory. That's what it's all about. Of course, the ear's involved, but I can't hear if it's in tune until I play the note. Then I go, oh, it's out of tune. And of course, we can tune it. But if I have good posture, I know where to put my hand. Of course. Now, I'm going to teach you a simple little exercise, or I'm going to play an example. It's out of this book here. It's example number 1 from this book, and I'm going to use this to teach how to work on some hand position. Let's listen to the first little few measures of it here. 3 and 4 and. Good, that's the first 4 measures. Now, you notice I used open strings. Sure, that helps me hear the intonation. Let's do that again. Go ahead and learn it and play it along with me. 3, 4. Cool. Now, let's play it with closed strings. So I'm going to play it here. 2, 3, 4. Of course, now I had to make that little shift to get back to those sharp notes there. But you dig what I'm talking about? I created a shape, a space where my hands were going to go, and then I maintained them. Let's do that again, all closed. 3, 4. Open strings. 3, 4. Good. Now, I'm not trying to demonstrate the difference in the sound between open and closed. I'm trying to show you a good hand position, a good posture. This song is in A minor. So let's look at a little A minor scale on the G string. Check this out. Oh, tuned her up there, didn't I? Now, guess what? That positioning, I'm playing 1 finger per fret. You don't have to, but I just think that's a good economy of motion. That helps me, or that tells me where I'm going to have to learn to stretch and to put my fingers. If we played the bass like this, every single note demands a release, a movement, and then an attack. And that's a lot of room, a lot of possibility for error, intonation error. But if I get in a habit and build muscle memory that this to this is that shape and this one's in it, then boy, I can just do this and I can rest assured the 3 she notes are in tune. So let's play that scale a few times, up and down, nice and slow, with the position, hand position, and finger that I'm doing. 3 and 4 and. Again. It was a little better that time. What do I mean by that? Well, my shift from here to there was accurate. And guess what? If you'll just do these over and over, I mean millions of times, you will get comfortable with that movement. Watch this. I'm closing my eyes. I'm touching my nose. Oh my God, I don't miss. I can do it with any finger, and I never miss. You know why? Because I've done that a lot. It's the same process. Many folks who want to play the fretless bass, they give up because they don't have good hand position and posture. They've not developed it on their fretted instrument. Therefore, when they play here, that's sort of like this, and they wonder why they can't play in tune. And they use the excuse and they say, well, I just don't have a good enough ear. No, that's not true at all. It's shapes. Let's do that again, that major scale, same way, minor scale. 3 and 4 and... Again. I was a little flat on that shift. Let's do it again. Now, of course, I've got lines. And yes, of course, I use them. I look at them and go, oh, I need to shift there. Ultimately, we don't want to look at them at all, and we just want to use our ear. Actually, more particularly, we want to use our feeling, our hands. And that'll take some practice, a lot of practice on some really simple, fundamental things. Let me explain this again. If we just play a whole bunch of different music, whether it's a scale or an arpeggio or a blues or a rock tune or a funk tune or a bossa or whatever, well, every motion is different. But if we will limit what we're practicing to where we're repeating the same exact shapes and motions, and then we transpose those same shapes and emotions to different parts of the instrument, ultimately we will get comfortable with that shape. There it is. Actually, it's a little here. There we go. Yeah, I didn't have it spread out quite enough. We'll start to just feel that shape. I told a student not long ago, I said, I want you to keep doing that until your hand just looks like that. And he laughed. He said, you mean like all the time? I said, yeah. Because we want to develop that, okay? Here's the C major scale. Watch this. You know how I could play that in tune? These shapes, I've practiced. Look at this, they're here. It would be this if I use that there. Of course. So that's the principle and the concept. Let's go back to our etude and play the first 4 measures again. 3 and 4 and... Yeah, now with close strings. 3, 4. Cool. Open strings. 3, 4. Cool. Let me play the whole piece now. It's 16 bars long. It has 4 phrases. 2 and 3 and 4 and... You bet. Notice there's a couple of little shifts in there. But in general, I just held my fingers over the notes right there, and it was in tune. Let's play it again. You can learn it and pick it up with me. I know you can. Same thing. 3, 4. Oh, I messed it up. I was looking over here at my clock, make sure we're all right. Here we go. 2, 3, 4. One more time. 1, 2, and 3, 4. Very cool. Now let me do it with open strings. There's a couple of low E's, but the rest of them I think I can play closed. Here we go, closed strings. 2, 3, 4. Oh, yeah. Can you understand that? Can you see that posture? Look at the same thing on that A minor scale again. Let's play that A minor scale up and down a couple of times without a pause in the middle. 3 and 4 and. Ooh, did you see how bad that shift was? Let's do it again. 3 and 4 and. Obviously, the shift is the hardest part, isn't it? So you do a lot of that kind of stuff. Again, 3 and 4 and. 3 and 4 and. Let's go back. Again, up and down. 3 and 4 and. Sure. I can't tell you how important it is to work on your fundamental hand position, posture, and then of course these basic shifts. I know, I actually had a guy say the other day, asked me a question about finger, then he said, well, Jim, the music I play, I just sort of jump around all over the bass, with one finger. Well, that's fine. But we're talking about developing fundamental technique. You need to learn to play good hand position and get your shifts together, okay? One more time, let's play our Etude here with open strings. 3 and 4 and. Cool, you just keep working this little Etude over and over and over and over until you can play it perfect. That will be a good beginning of you learning to keep your fingers spread out. And yeah, if you do it with open string, that's great. Still keep your hands spread out. Then try out some of that with closed strings, okay? Fire it up.